There is a lot to talk about tonight. First up, a woman is spotted racing past a state trooper going 100 miles per hour. Why she says she could not help it. Also, Hollywood actor Brad Pitt is spotted in Central Florida. He's here filming a new movie, and we are on Pitt Watch. Let's get started.
Fox 35 Late News at 11 starts now.
Thanks for meeting me at 11. I'm Marlisa Goldsmith. First tonight, a house of filth is uncovered in Flagler County. 3 kids were taken from the home, their mother and her boyfriend arrested. Fox 35's Hannah McKenzie joins us in studio now with more. Hannah.
Well, Marlisa, as you said, 3 children were living in these conditions. They were aged 11, 12, and 17. They are now in the custody of DCF. According to documents, Sophia told officers, quote, "I didn't think it was that bad," and she said that she was doing her best to care for her children.
And Hannah, those aren't the only charges that this couple is facing. Police were actually at that home 24 hours before their arrest.
Yeah, they are also charged with filing a false police report. The day before this incident, the 11-year-old said a neighbor hit them with a car. You can see it happening right there. Police were called, and Sophia and London claimed that they saw it. They even said that child was dragged underneath the vehicle. Security cameras, like the one you just saw from 2 of their neighbors, proved otherwise. It actually showed that the child headed toward that car and extended their arm to touch the vehicle. So definitely a strange situation there, Marlisa.
Very. Hannah, thanks so much. New details tonight. A private baseball coach in Seminole County is accused of sending inappropriate pictures to a minor. Joshua Montero allegedly also sent instructions on how and when to delete the pictures. He's facing 2 counts of sending obscene material to a minor. And today, the man who dragged a Seminole County deputy hundreds of feet after a traffic stop was found guilty of attempted manslaughter, avoiding the more serious charge of attempted murder.
Stop! 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 Stop!
Rocky Rudolph was pulled over in 2019, you may remember this, because his window tint was too dark. Deputies say he refused to cooperate and drove away. Well, today, Rudolph was also found guilty of aggravated battery, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, marijuana possession, and attempting to elude law enforcement. His sentencing is scheduled for February 14th. Until then, he'll be in jail with no bond. Dramatic new dash cam video shows a woman slamming her car right into a state trooper. Check out this police officer view. Troopers say Latoya Bedford was going 100 miles per hour in a 60-mile-per-hour zone in Seminole County. As you can see, it all started here on I-4. The trooper saw Bedford and hit his lights. He says she was weaving between lanes, cutting off drivers. At one point, you see her heading down 1792 and then make a U-turn. The trooper said Bedford was throwing something out of her window. Eventually, Bedford lost control of her car and crashed into the side of a business on Maitland Avenue.
Hey, let me see your hands. Face away from me and walk backwards. Face away from me and walk backwards.
FHP says she's facing a long list of charges. Her excuse? Her brakes didn't work. And it's game over for the accused thieves who smashed through a GameStop store in Jacksonville. Surveillance video you see here on your screen captured the moments the suspect used the car to drive right through the front of the store. You can see a couple of people run in and grab $8,000 worth of merch before making their escape. Deputies arrested 5 people between the ages of 13 and 17. Wow. A neighborhood in Winter Park is being targeted by who police are calling dinner-time burglars. Officials say homes are being hit after 5:30 in the evening when people are home for dinner. Fox 35's Kelsey Cairns is hearing from neighbors who want those crooks caught fast. No fishing in Lake Monroe. At least not for right now. The reason? Millions of gallons of sewage spilled into the lake. Officials in Sanford say there were actually 2 spills into the lake. They confirmed the recent cold spell led the wastewater overflow. Officials have been working since then to clean up the filters that process the wastewater. The state will determine when the lake is safe again for recreational use. And we are feeling a major warm up across Central Florida. I want you to take a good look at these temperatures here. Fox 35's Noah Berggren shares what we can expect when we wake up tomorrow, Noah.
Well, at least it's going to be nice and mild to start off your Thursday morning. Temperatures at 6 o'clock a.m. before the sun obviously rises will probably be in the mid 60s. I think 65 is a good number. 8 o'clock, 66, and we'll warm fast tomorrow. 70 already by 9 o'clock in the morning with a blend of cloud and the sun. Out there tonight, you see it's quiet from downtown, from the Kia Center, Daytona Beach. Things are quiet. There could be a touch of fog late tonight and tomorrow morning, so heads up for that. Highs today were 80 or so around the city, 70s, upper half along the beaches. Those were the recorded readings today. Out there right now, it's 70 Cocoa Beach, 71 in the city, 68 Sanford, 69 in the Villages, 71 in Ocala, 70 in Clearmont right now. We've got some showers going towards the Big Bend area of Florida. Will stay there for tonight. There's a lot more rain up in the deep south tonight. That'll stay there overnight as well. Temperatures across the region tomorrow morning: 68 the warm spot in Cocoa Beach, 67 Melbourne, 65 in St. Cloud. Rain chances over the next few days. There is a chance of a pop-up shower or even a downpour tomorrow afternoon and Friday afternoon. Right now I've only got it at about 20%, then a slightly higher chance for a few showers on Sunday afternoon and evening as a cold front comes through heading into early next week. We'll talk much more about that Sunday cold front for you a little later.
All right, Noah, we'll see you then. Well, you know we're in the business of keeping you informed and not wasting your time. So with that in mind, here are 3 stories happening across the country that you'll want to know about before you go to bed. More turbulence for Boeing. The CEO was grilled on Capitol Hill today about the safety of planes. This comes more than 2 weeks after a door plug blew out on an Alaska Airlines plane. Remember that? Boeing says it's pausing production on its 737 aircraft today so that employees can attend quality workshops. And just 10 months until the 2024 presidential election, President Joe Biden's campaign team officially pivoted its focus to the general election. The president won the New Hampshire Democratic primary as a write-in. South Carolina will be the first primary in the country to have Biden's name on the ballot. Lots of people are headed to Daytona Beach this weekend for the Rolex 24. Among the crowd could be actor Brad Pitt. Crews will be on site filming a new movie. And Fox 35's Manny Martinez is live in Daytona Beach tonight. So Manny, any signs of the Hollywood star? You know I'm asking for a friend.
Well, unfortunately, some bad news tonight. Our assignment was to try and track down Brad Pitt. Marlisa, we didn't find him, but what we did find was a lot of excitement and a lot of buzz for the Rolex 24. Unfortunately, no, that was not Brad Pitt, Marlisa, in the dinosaur costume.
All right, so much hype around this. But Manny, what is the movie all about?
Not much is official, but we do know it is a movie about racing. Brad Pitt was also at a Formula One race last year for filming of this movie. So we'll have to watch it when it comes out.
Absolutely, Manny. Good luck finding Brad out there. Okay, we are just getting started tonight. Coming up, this little girl right here says anything the boys can do, she can do better. She's even got the golfing trophies to prove it. And Hillary Clinton is taking a side. She's sharing her support of Margot Robbie and Greta Gerwig following the release of the Oscar nominations. But could there be an ulterior motive behind her message? And our nightlights take us to Times Square, New York City, baby. A live look at the city that never sleeps. If you're looking for a place that never sleeps locally, you found it. Thanks for staying up with us. The late news at 11 continues next.
Join us for Celebrate Lunar 2024, Orlando's premier Lunar New Year celebration. Explore a vibrant blend of Asian cultures.
We'll see you Saturday, February 24th from noon to 7 at Luminary Green Park in downtown Orlando.
Build a stronger sense of community. Celebrate Lunar 2024.
For ticket information, go to CelebrateLunar.com.
Well, some kids are ditching sports. About 70% throw in the towel by the time they're 13 years old. A new report found that a third of elite athletes experienced overtraining by the time they were adults, and about 10% are burned out. Some parents and coaches blame the unrealistic expectations set for kids, and according to doctors, kids hanging up their cleats comes with consequences.
If kids drop out of organized sports, and become physically active, that can then lead to other medical problems and mental and emotional problems.
Now, doctors recommend parents refrain from signing up kids for multiple sports in the same season. Let them have a little time to recover and put a little less pressure on them to perform. One child who is not planning on dropping her clubs is 7-year-old Peytona Roberts. She was entering competitions and ranking in the top spot as early as 5 years old. Fox 35's Sean Berry has her story. Oh, you go, girl. I love that spirit. All right, still to come, take a journey back in time with me in Brevard County. We'll take a look at all the sights and sounds of the Renaissance Fair, but it's only here for a limited time. And later, one precious pooch is clearly very excited why this dog's tail just won't stop wagging when we come back.
Danielle Knox on Good Day Orlando, weekday mornings 4 to 10 a.m.
If you've ever wondered what life was like back in the mid-1500s, then there's a festival you might want to explore this weekend. Fox 35's David Martin takes us to Melbourne for the Brevard Renaissance Fair. Check this out. A spaniel named Ariel, born with 6 legs and other birth defects, is getting a little help. She was rescued at 11 weeks old. Doctors removed 2 legs. The hospital says Ariel bounced back and is doing really well. And take a look at this pup. The dog named Luna is at an animal shelter in the Florida Panhandle. She appears to be overjoyed watching her new owner fill out her adoption papers. Luna's wagging her tail, looking all around in excitement. Good for her. Well, still to come, are you prepared to spend big this holiday? Coming up, Valentine's Day, a survey reveals just how much your significant other expects.
Fox 35 News is brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. The Good Day Orlando cash giveaway. You could win $500, just like Pam from Oakland. Watch Good Day Orlando every weekday.
All right, you may want to start saving now for Valentine's Day. Here's why. A new survey found Americans expect their significant other to spend on average $157 on gifts this holiday. 21% of people in relationships say they also feel obligated to spend more than they can actually afford for the holiday. Now, Noah, I don't believe in that. What about you?
I mean, if whatever you want, I would get for you, you or anybody else. I'm a big gifter. I don't want gifts for me. You know, if I had somebody, I would spend money on them. Sure, why not? I don't need anything for me. I'm not a big. I don't need anything for Christmas, my birthday. Just a phone call is good for me. But I like the joy of gifting to other people, certainly. All right. So in terms of the rain tonight, not really a gift for the Deep South. I'll tell you that. There's a ton of rain falling, and check out these light green boxes from outside of Austin and San Antonio, all the way up to Louisiana, West Virginia, and Maryland. Those are flood watches. Very, very tall tale of El Nino that's still ongoing. That rain could have been over Florida this week, so it's good news that it's a few hundred miles to our west. Notice tomorrow a blend of cloud and sun. Here we are at 1 p.m. Still pretty good. Temperatures tomorrow low 80s. It'll be breezy. Now, once we get to the evening, notice this little band here of green across I-75. That's the models hinting at what could be the east to west sea breeze coming from the Atlantic and the west to east sea breeze from the Gulf colliding, and potentially for the first time this year spawning some pop-up showers, maybe a non-severe storm. Our Fox model here, as you see at 8 o'clock tomorrow, little shower, maybe a brief burst of rain just east of Ocala, a few here down by Claremont going towards Lakeland. This is probably what I think is happening. Some of the other models are a little more robust with the pop-ups, and they have a lot of showers and some bursts of rain out there tomorrow evening. We'll see if that ends up happening. I think that's a decent depiction of how it'll play out. So just heads up for that late tomorrow afternoon and through the evening. Friday during the day, blend of clouds and sun, and again late Friday afternoon into the evening. Notice here this little veil of clouds. That's the sea breeze collision. There could be a shower or some storm somewhere in central Florida. Saturday's pretty good. It's the warmest day of the week. We're into the mid 80s, and then we'll watch this cold front come in from the west. For Sunday, the front probably comes across the peninsula late afternoon and evening, and that I do think, as you see there, could have a few pop-up showers and storms Sunday afternoon and evening, but not everybody's going to see it, and it will be very sporadic. 62 on Monday, bright sun but cooler, 45 next Monday night, and maybe it'll get back up into the 70s towards the end of next week. But if you've been longing for some warm weather, make the most of the next few days.
You know I will, Noah. My eyes are stuck on those 80-degree days. Thanks for meeting us here tonight for the late news at 11. Hope you have a great night and an even better tomorrow.
But you won't see it on my face. Watch me